everywhere though, man. People talking about it on the left, people talking about it on the right. No matter who you cheer for, no matter who you root for, everybody knew Caitlin Clark not being in the Olympics. They had some type of issue with it. Like, yo, is this a snub? What's going on? If you don't know, the roster was released for the women's international team that's going to play at the Olympics over there in Paris, 2024 Olympics. And Caitlin Clark was not on it. Some notable names that were on it: Asia Wilson, deservedly, Alyssa Thomas, Brianna Stewart, Brittany Griner, Chelsea Gray, Deanna Taurasi, Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, Kalia Cooper, Kelsey Plum, Nafisia Kalia, and Sabrina Ionescu. A couple of them names I recognize, you know what I mean? Deanna Taurasi, like, she got me up there in age, right?
She's a dinosaur.
I'm like, damn, how many Olympics has she been to?
This is like her 6th time.
It is, right?
This has been there a lot.
It's but a lot of people were like, all right, this what's going on here. The marketing of it all would be the biggest rookie in the game, the one who's getting the most attention. Why are we not putting her on the biggest stage in the world?
Right.
I had to take a step back really myself because I felt the same way. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy marketing, da da da. But then I was like, I ain't watched Caitlin Clark play not one game. So like, I'm like over here calling, I'm like, these chicks are stupid, they dumb, they messed up. But I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. And I was like, let me watch some WNBA. I was watching yesterday. What game was I watching? It was Aces versus the Liberty. Mm-hmm. And there is, like a physicality difference that, you see from the ladies who've been there, from like Asia Wilson. She out there banging, like, you know what I'm saying? She's got the weight on her that you would expect from a veteran that's been in the league for that time, as opposed to like a Caitlin Clark. You're like, oh yeah, she do look kind of small. You know what I mean? I still think I'd rather have the name on it, whether she's not going to get as much playing time, whether they don't think that she had the skill level. I just think for the marketing of it all, you definitely should have put her on. But how do you feel about it though?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's one of those situations. She's arguably the second biggest, if not the biggest player in the sport right now. Whether you agree or disagree,
you said who's number one? Asia.
So Asia Wilson by far is the best player in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really disputes that. But in terms of like notoriety and like fame, I mean, there's nobody touching Caitlin Clark. That's just
household names. You know what I mean? People who don't watch the game know the name.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so I just think from the marketing standpoint, it's a missed opportunity. Even if she's not going to play a ton of minutes, certainly I think it's a missed opportunity. I think she should have been on there. A lot of people, like, they had interviewed Adam Silver the other day about it, and he gave his 2 cents. And, he agreed she's a star, all of that stuff. But how many instances have we seen where a star, quote unquote, and maybe not even a star, but a first round draft pick came into the league and did not pan out the way we thought they would. Mm-hmm. Now, while I don't think that's going to be Caitlin Clark's situation, I think she will pan out to be a great player. He essentially says she has to earn her spot, essentially, and she has not done that yet.
Yeah.
It hasn't been enough time to do that yet. So to bump one of the vets who already put the time in just to give Caitlin Clark a spot, I get that, because honestly, the only person that I would take off that list is Diana Taurasi.
Really? Okay.
And everybody else, they earned that spot to be on there.
Why that? Because of her age, or just because of where she's performing at right now?
No, I mean, she's still doing her thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're considering her age, this is her 6th time.
She's been there so many times.
It's like, if you ask me, while Taurasi, Hall of Fame, no doubt, first ballot, all of that stuff. If we're just talking about today, Caitlin Clark is the biggest star, even though she has not done anything like Diana Taurasi has done.
Very true, yeah. And I think that Diana Taurasi was out there playing with like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops, and you know what I mean? Like, Candace Parker ain't on the team. Like, what we doing?
Exactly.
give it
Like, wrap it up.
Yeah, Diana, you know what I mean? But we love Diana, you know what I mean? And definitely she gets a lot of love in the game. But no, to your point, the marketing of it all, it just, a lot of dudes this week were using it as an excuse to be like, yo, these chicks are not thinking, they're not business minded, have the 3 biggest rookies there just to have the attention on the game. But also, I think there's also a bigger aspect here of the NBA doesn't choose the USA team. I don't think they decide who goes to the USA team. It's the USA Commission that decides. And I think the same thing goes for the WNBA. It's not like the WNBA is like, take our biggest star. You know what I mean? It's a USA Commission. So, to that point, the coach of the USA team has made comments about Caitlin Clark. Like, I think one of the earlier hashtags in the season she wrote was the W is more than one player. And it's like, you know who that's aimed at.
Okay.
so you and then I've heard other players say it's a chemistry thing. Like, they might not rock with these girls. These girls might not rock with Caitlin. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, it's
no reason for them not to, but considering she's going to uplift the whole sport.
I don't get that, and maybe we haven't been in rooms with them, but unless Caitlin's carrying herself like a douchebag or some
women,
sort.
That's what it is.
I'm glad you said it, not me. But even with that, we're all human beings, right? Would you be mad at somebody like you know your point is right, because my girl and my daughter will say certain things to the effect of such and such happened and this isn't fair. And I'm just looking at them like, what made you think life was fair? You know what I mean? Like, what made you think that these things happen? Like, I hold the door for pretty girls. That's just
right.
how it is in life. Like, if you don't follow that criteria, there's a 50-50 shot I might be gentlemanly. But 100% of the time, I'm probably holding the door for an attractive female. Is it fair? Is it right? It's just, that's the way life is. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, if Caitlin Clark is getting extra benefits and Caitlin Clark is getting extra love, if she's not out there being a dick about it, like, I can't get right. in. I'm like, yo,
it's that's
what's up. Yeah, I'm be mad. Maybe I'll be mad at the media publications. Maybe I'll be mad at who it is, but I'm not gonna take it out on her.
You're gonna take it out on her.
Yeah,
They're gonna take it out on her. It's not her fault. All she does is play the game. In interviews, she appears humble.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's her. It's just people naturally just don't. Oh, she getting all that attention.
It ain't her fault that the women WNBA season starts right after the Final Four March Madness tournament. So at the height of her fame in college, she went straight to the league. Like, it don't happen like that in most leagues. You know what I'm saying? So to that effect, I don't get the Caitlin Clark hate. Like I said, I don't know how she's carrying herself. Maybe she showed up and was like, yo, CC in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's about to go down. But
I don't, my house.
Yeah, I didn't never get that feeling. I got all humbled as some white girl from middle America that just wants to ball out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see it. But she said it. She is using it as inspiration. She said they woke up a monster. You know what I mean? And yeah. You know, the USA teams are the hardest teams to make. You know what I mean? So with that being said, Caitlin, keep doing your thing. The saga continues. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we turn the ship around and we can start WNBA news with how Caitlin Clark is dominating, how she's making that turnaround. But until you really just brought it up, the fact of her being a bust didn't even like come into my stratosphere of like, oh damn, she might be a bust. Until Adam Silver said that, like,
a bust.
Like, first round draft picks, be like, oh, you were the number one, you know what I mean?
Right,
and then you don't come to do nothing. That happens in all sports, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, I didn't even really think about that.
When he said that, I was,
you're right. Like, it's not just handed to you. It's not just give. It's not just give.
Because that's what we would be doing, essentially, based on what we expect her to do versus what she has done.
Yeah.
So.
And with today's media, in today's media where not only do the players get like a walk-in cameraman to see their outfits when they walk, like, Stephen A. Smith doing that damn nonsense now. So I'm like, Stephen A. Smith getting walk-ins, you know the media is at a whole nother level where, you know what I mean, it's never been before, man. But Perfect Talk is what it do. It's your guy DJ Playboy holding it down for the Perfect Talk podcast, man. Thank you so much for checking out this short clip. If you like what you see, go check out the full episodes right there. Also hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, hop in the comments, baby.